the underneath. For as long as I can remember, my grandparents lived in the old farmhouse at the end of the lane. When I was younger, I spent countless weekends there, playing in the fields and listening to my grandfather's tales of old. When my grandfather passed away, my grandmother became frail and lonely, so my visits became more frequent. On one such visit, she handed me a journal with a worn-out leather cover. "Your grandfather wanted you to have this," she whispered, her voice shaking, but read it alone. That night, I settled into my old room and began to read. The entries started from his teenage years during the late 1940s. The majority were normal anecdotes about farm life and community events, but the tone shifted in the winter of 1948. December 5, 1948. I hear scratching under the floorboards, especially under my bed. Father says it's just rats, but these sound bigger. December 12, 1948. The noises grow louder. Last night, I swear I heard faint whispering. Father scolded me for letting my imagination run wild. January 2, 1949. I decided to investigate. I pulled up the floorboard under my bed. What I found wasn't ground and dirt, but a small space leading down into darkness. Against my better judgment, I climbed down with a lantern. January 3, 1949. What I saw. I can't explain. It was an underground room with walls covered in strange symbols. In the center stood a stone altar. On it lay a book, its pages filled with the same symbols as on the walls. As I approached, the whispering began again, surrounding me. January 5, 1949. I haven't been able to sleep. The whispering invades my dreams. I have to stop it. Tomorrow, I will seal the floorboard. The entries returned to their mundane nature after this, but I couldn't shake the eerie feeling. Driven by a mix of curiosity and dread, I decided to examine the floorboard under the bed I was sleeping in. After a few moments of hesitation, I pried it open. The hole revealed a ladder descending into the dark. Taking a deep breath, I descended. I emerged into a room identical to the one my grandfather described. The altar, the book, the symbols, they were all there, but the whispering, it was absent. As I reached for the book, a chilling wind blew, extinguishing my lantern. Panic surged, but before I could react, the whispering began. It was not coming from the walls, but from the ladder behind me. The whispers grew louder, morphing into discernible voices, all chanting in unison, "Stay with us." I tried to climb back, but my body wouldn't move. Panic grew as I felt cold. Unseen hands grasped at my ankles. I thought I was done for, but suddenly, the room flooded with light. My grandmother stood at the top of the ladder, clutching a rosary and praying fervently. The voices shrieked in anger and pain, releasing their grip on me. Using all the strength I had left, I scrambled up the ladder. Together, we sealed the floorboard, this time using nails and heavy furniture. My grandmother then explained her part in the ordeal. After your grandfather discovered that place, strange things began to happen. He would talk in his sleep, in a language he never knew. Objects moved on their own. We decided to seal the room and get the house blessed. But over the years, I guess its strength waned. That was the last time I slept in that room or visited the farmhouse at night. My grandmother moved in with my parents shortly after, and the old house was eventually sold. But the memories of that night linger. Sometimes, in the silence of the night, when I'm on the edge of sleep, I swear I can hear a faint whisper, beckoning me back.